Yeah. Yeah, what's good, bro? You popping out tonight? You playing the crib? Yeah. Yeah, what's good, bro? You popping out tonight? You playing the crib?
What is up, YouTube? Hopefully you can hear me just fine. I'm really hoping you can because I got my headphones on, but I'm not going to be talking to anyone anyway, so I don't necessarily have to hear anyone. It's going to be a solo for me. And actually, I'm doing this a little differently tonight. I'm actually on YouTube and I'm on TikTok as well. So I'm going to actually start trying to do this and be able to run two different cameras. So if you see my eyes shifting from here to here, it's because I have two cameras set up, basically, more or less. So this way I can just kind of expand the horizon a little bit and chit chat with y'all on different platforms, and it just kind of makes it a little bit easier so I don't have to download, share everything. And TikTok only allows me to do small videos, y'all know. We watch TikTok because we have short attention spans. That's where we're on TikTok. Nonetheless, though, when it comes to Airsoft and coffee and Airsoft here on YouTube, for any of you guys that are over on TikTok, you can find me on YouTube if you want to get any comments or anything like that. Steve QB Airsoft on YouTube. I do these podcasts every other once in a while. They've been kind of popular lately. It's basically where I just sit back, drink coffee, and we'll chat about Airsoft, about whatever topics that are going on. Some things, just events that I've been to or that we're seeing going on, or anything along them lines. Uh, I'm going to be a little skeptical because I've never done this on TikTok before. Usually on YouTube, they usually don't have a problem with me showing an airsoft gun or anything like that. TikTok may shut it down. I don't know. So if it just interrupts or anything like that, just jump over to YouTube at Steve QB Airsoft and you'll be able to chit chat with me in the comments there. Freeland, I see you, my man. Hopefully y'all can hear me on YouTube. I'm assuming TikTok can at the moment. Let me know if you can't. I'm going to try to keep up with these comments that I see. But yeah, man, Predator. It's been a good little thing going on. Obviously, you might have just heard my little spiel about trying to do this on TikTok and here at the same time. I think Twitch is, I'm not really a gamer, so I don't think Twitch is a very good platform to do it. But I do have my coffee, and for you that are on TikTok do not know, when it comes to coffee, I drink nothing but Alpaca on this one because Alpaca does sponsor my podcast, and it's really good. So Alpaca blends at any given time, and I got Speedy Boy. Speedy Boy is what I'm sipping on right now, and some Mexico. These are great blends. They're good people, and they showed me some love. So it's really good blends. I don't just shout them out. I literally drink this even off the podcast. So it's good stuff. But anything, if you use my name, Steve QB, you can get 10% off if you go over there. I do not have it in the description of the TikTok at the moment, but I do have it in the YouTube. So if you go over there, you can find the description. Nonetheless, though, let's talk some Airsoft. Outlaw or Indie Outlaws, what's up, man? I've been seeing you flexing in your posts on Instagram lately, man. It's pretty exciting. Phil, it's good to see you. Army Josh, appreciate you, bro. For y'all that are in TikTok, it does it so fast. It's so hard to see comments. I've watched videos and stuff, and it's been just kind of hard to see comments sometimes. So, I didn't really have a main topic for this. For the guys that are on YouTube, know that I did this one basically. The title of this for YouTube is Back to the Roots. So if y'all seen that, basically all I wanted to do was just kind of go back to what I originally started this was, or with a few months ago. I I got caught up in, being able to have the privilege of meeting lots of good people, chatting, having great conversations, with man who I would consider some big wigs of the industry. We have Mark from Australia. We have Bert. I've had Demi on here. I've had the Zebra Gang. I've had certain players like Prudy, Caleb. I've had you on here. I've had Phil on here, to be able to chat about the different aspects, views, and opinions when it comes to airsoft. Uh, so I just wanted to bring it back to just me. So if you're, I see one guy's asking for the request. I don't want to do a request. I don't. Please don't take offense or anything like that. I don't want to jump in here with anyone. This is what the podcast was originally started for. So this one I'm going to do by myself at the moment. I'm just going to sit here and chit chat with y'all. And tell me something good for y'all that are in the comments, man. I'm probably going to be able to see comments a little bit better on YouTube. So if you come over to my YouTube, Steve QB Airsoft, it probably a lot easier to see than watching these just scheme right by. But yeah, what happened with me lately until somebody brings up a topic. We had Noob Day out at ACS Airsoft. If y'all seen the pictures or anything like that, I think there was 500 players out there. I didn't play. I actually ended up doing a bunch of tech work and hanging out with guys and things like that. So I didn't actually end up playing. But I had a hell of a time. Noob Day was really cool. I do not own an AEG. I know you can call me whatever name you want to, but I don't own an AEG. I own all HPA stuff. So now this, I'll actually show up for this. I actually changed my platform a little bit again. I have been running an ESG by Monk Customs, and I will show you what this is. Ignore me sometimes. I'm going to jump back and forth, YouTube. But if y'all know what the ESG is by Monk Customs, I have been running one of these lately. That is one of these grips right here. Basically converts your gun to look very, very close to a paintball gun, is what a lot of people like to describe it as. But I actually jumped back to a stock platform. So now I'm back with a stock. And this is Airsoft TikTok. It's not a real firearm. So, if y'all see that, I jumped back on the stock thing. And this is actually an older little model. This is metal lower and metal upper. This is actually a BGA. Metal upper and lower, and this is the CNC rail that was sent to me. I have a video on YouTube where you can get one, and I got it teamed up with the BT tracer now, and still with the EPM ones. I'm still running PTS grip, SSG 1 stock without the swivel ugly thing, and no charging handle. So that is what I'm currently back to, and I'm really excited. I love these stocks, I really do. Let me scroll down here. Just a little bit, be able to see that. Travis G1, however you say that. I might be. What are your thoughts on it? No, never mind. I'm not going to address that conversation whatsoever. Yeah, and then y'all know I've been working on my pistol, so y'all that are on Instagram been seeing this one. I actually talked to Predator the other day. And this one is really cool. This is something that I didn't even know about. I've messed around with TMs a little bit last year, if y'all know. I didn't get into it real deep, but now I am like legitly head dive like all the way in on TMs. I really like these things. I really like playing with them. So I got to talk to Predator the other day, and I ordered a few new pieces today. I ordered the short stroke, long leg, edge housing. Oh, I said housing. Yeah, TikTok killed it for y'all that are on YouTube. TikTok killed me. They do not like Airsoft. Yeah, did y'all see that video I put out earlier on my Airsoft thing? How they don't like Airsoft. A lot of my videos have been getting demonetized or limited. Anyways, talking to Predator the other day. You see, notice how I popped that out? And I should have knew these things, man. I feel like a dummy that I didn't know these things. So I ended up popping that right out because I just kind of shaved off the top of the pin. So that just falls out, so I don't have to have it pulled all the way back. And so I ordered the Edge blowback or the BBU, or just keep it simple. Housing with the Edge long leg short stroke nozzle to put in here. So this is actually very dry, but I plan on taking all this out for the most part. But I have 7 cows in there, bro. 7. Literally. So if this is going to fire, it should with the new nozzle in there, but it's going to be super short. And there it is. I'll show you this real quick, how far this comes back. That's it. That's me pushing all the way back. Literally to the back of the little grip right here, which also a beaver tail. That's as far as it comes back. It's enough to grab a BB, but it's not really enough to kind of keep. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to team it up with I have a 130 spring, Snappy Boy spring coming with it. Plus the new nozzle should do wonders, really. It really should. Roofers, I see you in here. Real question, green gas or HPA? Because green gas makes sure shoots you way more accurate after a bit. Then HPA gives you more amount of consistency in rounds. Come on, bro. You know I'm an HPA guy, but green gas is where it's at. If I had a bunch of mags, I'd probably play with green gas a lot more. I just feel like you got to do so much to the mag, like putting a 9-ball gasket on all of them, just to help the FPS. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but I know you can change out the fills on the bottom, and you can change these valves right here on the side to more advanced ones to get a little bit more oomph out of them. I don't remember the company that makes them because I have not replaced one yet. But you know I like HPA, especially with the Monk adapters, bro. Speed of Australia, what's up, man? I was just actually talking about you just a minute ago. Kind of bummed that TikTok killed my videos. It's kind of been a little overwhelming lately that, I did a video I just put out like an hour and a half ago, on YouTube's kind of shade that they throw on Airsoft. And I don't know how it works for everybody. I said it was a disclaimer, just kind of how it works for me. But what I found funny about that is that a lot of my videos where I'm actually playing and shooting people, those videos are being able to be monetized. But if I show you and even describe that it's an airsoft gun, like this one, like this podcast will probably get limited just because I'm holding this right here. It doesn't matter how many times I say it's an airsoft gun. That is not a real firearm. They will probably demonetize it anyways or limit it. So, which is a real bummer. It's just kind of makes me not want to do as much. And I have a son. Yeah, it kind of sucks that they're doing that, but it is what it is. Until I have to hear has anyone seen Jack Saxton? I have not. My mags really only last about 4 games right now. Are you referencing the mags on the green gas mags? That they're only lasting about 4 games? Because if you shoot, I'm assuming you are, but assuming you're not pulling the trigger too much in that case. I don't know. I like the Monk adapters, and I'm still using the EPM ones with it. So I don't own any S's, or I probably HTK. Shout out to Elite for winning that one. I ran my ESG rifle at the time. I didn't even run the pistol. I ran pistol in that February tournament. I think it was February, March. I think it was March, maybe something like that. I ran pistol then the entire tournament. I really enjoyed it. This last tournament I didn't. I just ran rifle. But the next HTK one, definitely gonna be running uh, pistol. I'm going to be trying to do that a lot more, just for a lot of reasons. And then spoke with my captain, Esmond, about it, about what he wanted to do. He's cool with me going up front, so we're going to see. Live access is suspended until... Yeah, see, that sucks. My live access is suspended until night or hours. The details. It sucks how much shade. See, it says illegal activities and related good. Regulated good. For illegal activities, I didn't do anything that was illegal at all. I have permission by the company to shout out the company coffee, and the firearm, or not even the firearms, but the replicas that I'm using and showing are not real. It's kind of sus. So maybe I'll keep those out on the next video. We'll just kind of do that if I use that on TikTok. Yeah, Rupert, you said you stand by your opinion that the pistols are the best platform. I think both go hand in hand. Like, if you had 5 rifles playing 5 pistols, I'm not saying that those 5 pistols can't beat the guys with 5 rifles, but you definitely get more firepower when it comes to the rifles, especially when it comes to holding people's position, bunkering them. So you can, a pistol player can move. So like TJ plays with us on PBZ, and often when he's playing with us and he's playing Snake or wherever he's going, it's our job to help bunker an individual so that he can move up. Yeah, you can do it with pistols, sure, but it's just not the same as the rifles. I think, what Europe's doing is they have, I think it's 2 mandatory pistols on the front line, or 2 mandatory pistols, whether they stay in the back or front. I don't necessarily remember. And the rest are rifles, so you can't just have all rifles, which is a good thing, and it puts more fight in the center of the field. But at the same time, I don't know. I think that's... I like your opinion there. Pistols are awesome. I love it. I'm still learning to play with them a lot more when it comes to speed QB stuff, because I'm not very proficient at it yet. I'm very amateur at that. Outside, I like playing with them outside. They're pretty awesome. But indoors, it's new to me. So I'm going to keep trying and keep practicing and have a little repetition to keep learning it. So I can be useful on any aspect of the field. So if Esmond needs me on the back line, I can grab my rifle and hold down the back line. If I whether need to play home, anchors, anything like that, anything along them lines. When it comes to frontline stuff, like I said, it's new to me. I had no problem pushing up. Even this last tournament, most of the games we won, I ended up pushing up and grabbing a flag first and getting to the wall and things like that, even with the rifle. But it's a different element for me. It's challenging to me and lets me learn a little bit more and be more versatile on the field. So if I'm needed where, I can go there. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are really heavy into pistols. Houdini, I mean, y'all know Houdini. He's got a super gorgeous TM that he's custom made, and he loves it, and he's a monster with it. And I really see how many. I mean, Rex. I mean, you went with us down there to Atlanta's, and you've seen how good some of them guys are with just pistols, just running the field, and it's cool. I'm a little envious, man. I want to play with one. I like the style of it. I really do. And one big thing for me is not only the style of it, but being able to have so much stuff to tinker with. Like, I can constantly change even to the smallest of little parts in here. If I say my rifle, like it sits here now, but like I don't even want to get into it. There's really nothing for me to do. Then none of the small little parts. I can change, another rail, change mags, change the upper, obviously lower. I can change the main things on it. change the trigger board, change the FCU, things like that. But these are more where you get them to where you want them, and then you have them. Pistols, it seems like you can constantly be changing different parts and just constantly, customizing it, which is something I really like. Blowback Masters, what's up, man? Jail man, what's up? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I do like the pistol thing though, man. I really do. So we'll see how it goes with it. And a year from now, I might not even be playing with one, but I suspect that I will for sure. Why didn't y'all tell me to shut up and drink my damn coffee? It's gonna get cold, Tom. I can't get anywhere with this. Hey, Blowback, man, I appreciate you, bro. We're just chatting, talk a little bit about Airsoft, or I am, and just drinking my coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna try this new little, or try to mess with TikTok next time on another podcast. I just won't show my. I figured that. I even said it too. I was like, TikTok, it's Airsoft. I might be able to request a review on that or something. We'll see. But yeah, here, I wasn't kidding. I mean, for y'all that haven't seen my video I just put out a little while ago, it's a few minute video. I'll show y'all what YouTube's been on lately. So go to content, and I'll switch the screen for you. So yeah, everything's just limited. So even limited this one. Is not suitable for all viewers. So basically, all I did was just show you my this exact screen. I showed this and showed what it was doing. Like I said, some of these are like from GE right here in Georgia. It's on. I mean, this is me actively shooting other players. This is me actively shooting other players. This is a podcast they allowed me to have. This is showing a few parts. This is, shooting. Yeah, this is shooting other players. But if you, I didn't even show a firearm in this one. And I keep saying firearm because it's what it's addressing it as. But I didn't even show a replica in this video whatsoever. One was never seen, and it still limited it. So it's kind of a bummer, like what they're doing. There's a lot of shade, and it makes me think a little bit differently. Because I was like, I look back at some of these big YouTubers that we kind of see on, and like, a couple million, or at least I can't name one off the top of my head. It was a couple million. Unless Dutch is up there now. I know Dutch was over 1 million when I started watching him. But let's just say those guys that are in the hundreds of thousands. And I wonder, I was just like, man, these boys are getting paid. And now I'm like, I mean, it's none of my business. Y'all know it's nobody's business what anybody makes. And I'm like, I made $15 from this, and I cannot withdraw money off this until I make at least $100. Like, dead ass, I cannot withdraw anything until I've made $100 on this. So, but my plan with this isn't, I'm not doing these podcasts and videos for money. That's not my motivation. I literally like doing this. I like making videos, and I like talking to y'all. So, no, YouTube does not like being called out. Like I said, it's a lot of things like that. What I just said, that with these words, the words you use and stuff, there's an algorithm that it goes off of and watches and listens for the things you say. It sucks. Yeah, they snuck through the algorithm. Yeah, the algorithm. And I thought when I got monetized on this, I had to apply for it. I said when you get 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, you can apply for monetization. But once I did that, I thought for a second, I was like, I'm not going to get it. I would have continued doing what I was doing. I was going to still have YouTube no matter what. But I was like, they're not going to give me it. And I was very surprised that they did. But now I'm like, I need a different grind, a different hustle. I mean, naturally, let's say I'm not going to sit here and like bullshit around like, hey, YouTube is, I don't want to make no money from that. Of course I do. It takes hours to edit videos sometimes. Like, I dealt with 3 days to export one video. one video, my computer just acted funny, Premiere Pro acted funny, and it's just like hours of trying to figure things out. And it's like, of course, like, I want to, I mean, it's work. It is a job to do. Recording things, editing things. I love doing it no matter what. So it doesn't feel like a job, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, of course, like, wouldn't y'all want to get paid if you were doing a YouTube channel like that? Like, naturally. So, but it don't matter, man. I'm gonna still do it, and I'm gonna still throw content out there. I've been wanting to do a lot of the TM based stuff. If y'all have noticed, I took a poll not too long ago on like, hey, do you want me to do some TM review like tech stuff? And then like somewhere like I don't really give a damn. And then a lot of people were like, I think it was like 80-something% that said yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I can teach what I know, because there's a lot of times I've looked up on YouTube like trying to figure something out and couldn't find a video for it. And sometimes there's been, I've been watching a video that was kind of unrelated, and then they would say it in the video, and I'm like, like I never even, just happened to catch it through a video when I wasn't even looking, kind of thing. So it's kind of, a lot of times that's what I'm trying to do, is just like the smallest of little thing, just to kind of give it back and teach other people how to do it, because it sucks trying to look up a video and watch all these things and not figure out what you're trying to do. And sometimes it does me too, to export stuff. That's why a lot of times the videos I'll do, sometimes I take my time on it, but when you start adding more stuff to it, color grading, chopping it up, lens corrections, graphics, things like that, it can take forever to export. But yeah, we got a few. I don't know when the next HTK tournament is. I'm assuming. Don't hold me to this, y'all. Don't be like, Steve lied to me. I don't know if it's going to be the 7th or the 14th of May or anything like that, but there's another tournament coming up. I'm assuming HTK is going to remain in that situation. I do not know the progress of Nashville, if they're sticking around, if they're leaving, what they are doing. But I don't personally plan on going back to Nashville to play, as in a Speaky B tournament. My attention, and as the moment, my captain's attention has said that we would be more interested in focusing our attention towards HTK tournaments opposed to Nashville. So we're taking an hour more, trip one way or whatnot. But we like the environment at HTK. It's my favorite place to play Airsoft. The SpeedQB field is amazing. The CQB field is amazing, and the staff is awesome. And if y'all have never met Jason, Matt Harrison, Kate, or Predator, or a lot of guys that are normally just around there, John, there's tons of guys in there that are just really committed to Airsoft and are just awesome people. So the vibes there are worth it, 100%. And you don't deal with the animosity of like, a bunch of cheaters running around, stuff like that. Man, their integrity is great at HTK. Blowback said, when I started, I just went through the Knuckles. Dude, Knuckles is great. I've learned so much from that guy. Those 30-minute videos. Yeah, he does have some long videos, but I love it because he gives his actual opinion. He's not biased in anything. He's just like, I mean, I've heard him say it a few times. He's like, if I had a store, I wouldn't sell this, or I'd sell this. Just because this is like this, I'd sell what I like. And I like that. He's very honest, and he tells you a lot of things. I like him a lot. I have a nice PC, and some things push my GPU. Yeah, and I do everything in 4K, Indie Outlaws. I did, like, legitly, about every video I record isn't 4K, because naturally, if you're watching a YouTube video, you want something that's, like, good quality. Audio, you can only do so much with, a GoPro. Like this one here now. Let me try to actually remove this because I'm not using this microphone. Um, Now I do have a somewhat vlog set up, so I have a ceremonic microphone that goes to my GoPro. So if I'm like vlogging or something, this at least picks up better audio. But you got to have like a little converter kit and a little box that goes in. But good audio, people appreciate. Good video, people appreciate. But even putting all that in, some people are just unappreciative of videos, and it's kind of like keeping people's attention when it compares to TikTok. And I mean that in a way of, I think us, as a lot of us are so used to doing this number and scrolling through things like small videos on Instagram, Facebook posts, things like that. And you do have YouTube Shorts. I don't do a bunch of them. They're almost pointless to when it comes to what I'm doing. They're better to kind of get recognized, but people that have short attention span, I do it. I mean, we can all say it. That's why TikTok's so great. It's short clips of things. So for somebody to actually commit into a 15-minute video, they have to really be wanting to learn something or looking for an answer. But it's better when you have good video, good audio, all that good stuff. It makes things a lot better. I mean, at least I think so. And the quality of stuff, like cinematic type videos. And I'm using the Hero 9. That's what y'all are looking at me on. And I think it looks great. Even in my hands, look pretty crisp. Everything looks pretty good on a Hero 9. And I don't particularly want to invest the money on Sony Alpha cameras or Canons and stuff like that, just to be able to do this. I'd like to have one on a vlog setup though. Nathan Legs, what's up, man? Megan, I'm glad you like the field. I really am. It is a solid field, man. Like it really is. I'm surprised a lot more people don't go there constantly. My pistol blow up. Uh-oh. I'm assuming how'd you blow your pistol up? Any Outlaws, if you're right there, I know you're over there playing at Shot Zone. I mean, it's not far, bro. I mean, I ain't trying to step on Ethan's toes by no means. Shot Zone is a cool field. A lot of my team is going to be there this weekend for the tournament. I won't be, and Esmond won't be. We're taking a break from them. We've been traveling a lot. Me and Esmond have been grinding this year. So we're taking a break. You'll like it, though. You'll like it. Man, I blew out my hammer assembly. You blew out a hammer assembly is pretty boss, bro. I mean, that obviously had to come from the nozzle situation. If something was jammed and air went in there or something, like, I'm assuming it did a lot of damage to the nozzle itself. And that's good, Indie Outlaws. Like, starting little videos, I spent a lot of time, like, trying to learn editing videos. And if my computer could handle more of it, and I had the time frame for, I could let a video export for 10 hours. I mean, just pre-plan it. If I did all that, then I don't know. I think it just depending on some videos. I've seen what videos of mine do better. My audience is more CSA. What's up, man? Squirrel. My audience is more Speedsoft based. So if I have a topic about Speedsoft or anything like that, like I try to deliver to what my audience is. If I just like randomly did a Milsim thing and I like put it out there, it's probably not going to do very well. So I kind of take that in consideration. I haven't been playing ACS a lot lately, but when I do, if I play outdoors, I've literally posted every game mode. So if I do it again, it's kind of like a one-trick pony kind of thing. It's like you've already seen this game mode, you already seen this, unless I had like some crazy kill or something. And I don't title videos for clickbait. or even as having the arrogance of saying like pro airsofter sweeps noobs, you know, that's bogus, bro. Like that's I don't like that kind of vibe from people on YouTube. I think that's too much fairy tale stuff. Not to mention we don't have a pro league here in America, anyways. It's kind of just getting developed, so it's silly. Clickbait kind of stuff. I mean, it's cool to give a little bit of clickbait on, like, you know, try to state it in a way to draw somebody's interest, but not in a way of like clicking, like, you know what I mean? You know, like clickbait. Can you do a giveaway right now? Blowback, you're more welcome to do whatever you want in these comments. This podcast is designed, the way I like to run things is legitly think of us as sitting in one room, or we're all at the airsoft field and we're conversating. That's what this is supposed to be while we're drinking coffee. And I keep getting distracted. Megan, I like that. That the challenge. Um, I personally like challenges. We all get aggravated and stuff, but I like challenges. I mean, I'm friends with you on Facebook. You see the little statements I'll be saying and stuff. And a lot of that's not just like something I'm going through. It's like literally just a food for thought kind of scenario. I do like challenges. Challenges produce growth. I'm trying to catch up with these. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me as well. And these comments, man, it's always nice that I can come to YouTube and be like, hey, I know people are gonna kick it with me, and not just like if nobody was even watching or commenting, I'd feel a little bummed out and probably ended this. Shot Zone, I'm sure is gonna be fun for y'all. I'm sure y'all gonna have a blast. Dude, I gotta totally 1v1 you again. This time I gotta do it with pistol, though. Like, pistol kind of stuff, man. You're probably gonna, like, smack me with it, but it's cool, bro. I don't turn back any 1v1s. I want to play, like, some of the best players in the world. Like, I do, because that's how you get better, is playing better players. That's how you grow. You ever been... Yes, Simon asked me what my favorite field is. My favorite field right now is HTK Airsoft in Jasper, Indiana. Hands down, it's my favorite field. Because it has a wonderful SpeedQB field, and I'm mostly a SpeedQB player. But I play a lot of indoor stuff too when it comes to the CQB. Played a lot at Nashville. But I like the CQB two-story floor of HTK better. It's really, really dope place. Oh, okay. Got an AIP nozzle. This is Blowback Masters. If y'all didn't see his comment, so he said, I got an AIP nozzle to give away. Number 1 through 50. First to guess it is free nozzle. I'm number 14, so I'm going to call for 14. It's going to be my number. That's my jersey number. That's awesome, Blowback. And I'm also assuming the way to get a hold of him, so whoever the winner is in a second, I'm guessing he will probably want you to holler at him on Instagram or something along them lines, because there's not really a way of communicating messages through here other than comments. Y'all are all shooting low. He said 1 to 50, and I'm not even seeing like the highest number I see at this second is 23 by Indie Outlaws. Oh, there's a 43. Speeds off Australia. He's at 7. 50. 13. I'm sticking with my number, 14. Now we need is 50 people, different people to comment, and somebody's getting it. As long as they do the same number. Keep guessing. None of y'all said it yet. If I could change my number, I guess I'll say 14's not it, so 69 is not an option. I think he said 1 to 50. How about 50? I haven't seen anybody actually say 50. %, is 7. Oh man, it's not 50. He's toying with us. 45's guess. 37. I don't see the number 37 on here. But 37. What's 9 plus 10? 21. I think I said 49 too. I think you said no to that one. Surprised nobody's guessed this yet. Danny, I think you said it was between 1 and 50. What's your favorite gun I have right now? Someone was 1 too low. I have 2 primaries, like, and I call them both for primaries. So if you didn't see a second ago, I have a TM 4.3 with a Battlecat Limcat slide. It's got some upgrades in it. I have some more upgrades coming, thankfully. So this is my pistol one, and I don't have it. It's in my car at the moment, but I have the Monk adapter, M adapter. The one comes out this way. And my rifle right now is back to, it's almost like a skeleton build. So this is a BGA lower metal frame, metal upper, a CNC aluminum rail, BT tracer. This has a Polar Star jack in it, SSG1 stock, PTS grip with an amped Airsoft purple braided line, EPM 1s. That's what it goes with it, with a retro hop up. So, what is my favorite gun? My guns. Definitely. I can't say I like one more than the other, whether it's my pistol or my rifle. I like them both, and they both have their place. Has 6 been? About 6. I said 1 too low, so I'm trying to look at some of these numbers, but I don't see. Okay. About 6, since Australia said 7. And you said it was 1 too low. Or actually, that's 1 too high, so maybe 8. Oh, there it is. He's got 8. Rupert's got 8. I just want to. Why I'm selling the ESG. I actually sold my ESG. It's already sold. It's being shipped out tomorrow. Man, I've played with one. I played with the Euro Tactics last year. The ERG, the ESG, ER Tactics. So I was already playing with a lot of these things last year before like they really started blowing up. And then this year I got another ESG, the M adapter, and honestly it's spice it up because I like both. I like the ESG grips, but I also like running a stock. So I do. I like both, and I know I'm not going to use it for a while. And an individual where it's going, I'm grateful for where it's going. It's none of. I'm not gonna put them out there where it's going, but it's very useful to them. They need it. I mean, I would. blow back. I mean, it's up to you. You can take it as long as you want. Sure. You got everybody focused in what this number is. That's awesome. Oh, okay. I just now seeing my messages. Oh man, that's Pandora's box. Simon has tips for someone starting airsoft. Uh, like I said, that's Pandora's box. It's going to depend on if you're talking about playing or replicas, airsoft gear. Which one are you kind of looking for the answer for on that? And I would be biased on things I run, like stuff I do. Uh, I have the answer to it now, so if somebody answers it, because I'm no longer going to play this, because I have the answer. But I would keep a lookout for anyone that says this answer. Ben, if you're still watching, do you want me to let you know if somebody says this number if you happen to stop watching? Oh man. No. Responding to messages, yeah, so that's why I got quiet. I'm skipping a little bit over here, maybe just on my playback. So let me know if I'm like lagging anywhere. If I'm starting to lag. I feel like I am. Randomly. Same to you, Simon, man. You're welcome to hit me up on Instagram and I'll try to answer any questions I can. Now that I see your gear. Can somebody let me know if I'm lagging? Yeah, I mean the speed soft chest, the speed gam, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I ran that for a while. Um, Appreciate you there, Ben. I really do. I appreciate you. That's good stuff, man. Congratulations to you, Indie Outlaws. Um, the Speedsoft one is a lot cheaper option to go about. It definitely is. I ran one for a while. I think that is called a Speed Gam. I do run an Atom Pack by SpeedQB. This is currently what I'm running. Shout out to Houdini, Pumbaa, SpeedQB, Speedsoft. I'm the opposite direction for the culture. So we got Demo over here. But this is what I run, the Atom Pack. And I don't have my front thing with me at the moment. And I also, and my belt is in my car. But I also run the SpeedQB belt with the ESG, and I probably won't be playing with it as much anymore. So yeah, SpeedQB stuff mostly, and a Die i5. Dude, I'm definitely gonna play some Snake. I'm gonna get. I ain't gonna cap, dude. Like I'm gonna get my ass handed to me when it comes to Snake stuff. In the normal way of playing Snake, I think I will. When I played with a pistol at the not this past tournament, but one before, I feel like I did fairly well. I enjoyed it, and I was having a little bit of pistol problems, but I felt like I did fairly well on that. Okay, I was my OBS is showing frames drop kind of stuff. So I'm wondering, and I've had an issue before with it wanting to drop frames. I'm not that good because when I'm seeing these comments, I asked that question about 3 minutes ago, so I think I am lagged a little, but it's okay. So if y'all see me sitting here for a second, I'm literally just kind of waiting for it to kind of catch up. What about TikTok, man? I wonder if I can appeal. Um, Allow content that picture promotes trades, farms, ammunition. I am submitting an appeal to that. Looks like it take 24 hours though. This TikTok's a bummer. I think the speed soft chest rig is 55, right? Not the speed gam. The speed gam, I believe, is closer to the $100 range. The speed gam. In fact, if you want to, we can look that up real quick. Sorry, I have my cameras right in front of me. It's hard to see the screen. We're gonna look it up, my man. Instagram. Speedsoft official. Alright. We're gonna come over here. I just thought I seen it, but I didn't. Gear speed gam, yeah. So the speed gam, these are different. I mean, the more colored ones, the white and black pattern, looking like 140 euros, but that's converted a little different into American dollars. The chest rig, if that's what you're talking about, this chest rig, I mean, these are good for really just pistol players more or less, because I mean, trying to run a backpack with a tank or anything like that, it's like kind of no bueno. Now, if you do run a pistol and you run A teammate of mine has this right here, and he runs a small tank, and he seems to really enjoy it. These would be good with AEGs or pistols. But if you're going to run a tank, I mean, I had one of these in all black. I really liked it. It was really nice. The reason I don't use it at the second is the cummerbund option. And I'm even sponsored by these guys. Like, I'm not throwing him under the bus or nothing. This is a great product. But a cummerbund is a little bit different. The cummerbund allows to actually come into the strap near the back, where you can lift it up in a Velcro, and a cummerbund has different or like put mags right here. So I have one right here in front of me. So this option, so this strap of elastic right here goes right there, and you put mags in it, but it helps hold it tight to you, and does really well. I really enjoy it. But the Speed Gam didn't have that option. So I showed you that, and I didn't even put the cam back on me. Let me show you this one more time, because I forgot to click my screen back over. The Speed Gam don't have the option to hold the cummerbund. This is a cummerbund right here, because the Speaky Bee bag folds up here, lifts up, puts this cummerbund, and basically this cummerbund, let me not drop my damn coffee. This is the cummerbund part. So this part will strap across the front, and you can put magazines inside of this. So that's a difference. And the Speed Gam has more of a hard back, and this is a lot softer. It's not like it's hard. It's still soft. Just different. But yeah, it's pretty dope. I mean, it is. It's pretty awesome. He has a lot of good stuff right here, though, on Speedsaw. Here's the backpack alone. I mean, you can get it alone. Well, it's out of stock, so I ain't got that one. But yeah, they're really dope. Hold on, I gotta go back to this real quick. Daniel, so wait a minute. So you said, bro, since you sent me that high kappa, so I'm assuming this is the one that you won from my 1,000 sub giveaway. What I'm reading here is, bro, since you sent me that high kappa, I've landed a job working for LA Kappa Customs, and now have a crazy speed build, almost fully done for it. Thanks to you, I'm doing much better and have so much planned. Bro, you are very welcome, and I'm so glad that it worked out for you that way. But I promise you, the gratitude is all mine, because people like you to actually keep coming back and watching content or anything that I'm doing. I am so thankful for you. You're not just a number. I actually appreciate every one of y'all in the best sorts of ways. I really do. I don't try to ignore people or anything like that. So if any of y'all ever see me somewhere, ACS, HTK, something like that, I am new, buddy, and I don't bite. Please come talk to me, because I want to meet everyone. I really do. I'm super happy that you're actually working for Sutton. That is really cool. Brim said he's late to the party. Man, coffee and Airsoft. It's about all it's been. And a giveaway. Blowback Bastards did a giveaway with an AIP nozzle on a guessing game. Shout out to Indie Outlaws again for that. And any of you guys that see this, see these guys in the comments, man, go show some of these guys love. Like the Indie Outlaws right here. This is Ghost. Go over there and hook him up, man. Like, click in his profile, hit that sub button, smash some likes, do all that kind of stuff, because we all love that. So on and so forth. The MCR. The MCR, So that's the video you were talking about. I've done a video, I think, on both. So I didn't realize you were talking about the MCR. Uh, Great. It's small. It's really, really small. It's enough to, um, where's that? Life support pouch, panel, chest, rig. I don't even see it on the. Maybe I'm just dumb and don't see the HPA belt, tactical gear, HPA. Let's just go to news and just see what it says. Patches. I don't even see it. I'm probably just stupid and looking right past it though. MCR S1 black, so that's not what I'm looking for though. I don't even see the damn thing. Yeah, I don't even see it. Yeah, the MCR is not, it's not too much. You'll like it. I mean, if you get that, if you go that route, you'll like it. I'm sure. Sorry, I was replying to a comment on one of my videos. Still over here pumped for Daniel. If y'all seen Daniel's comment, man, that's really exciting. It's really exciting. DSK Fresh, what's up, my man? I really appreciate y'all's podcast with me too, man. It was a real privilege with y'all. Thank you, Indie Outlaws, for real. Whew. They're pumping the shit out of my vape. I pump it a lot because it's like a low nicotine amount, so it's kind of like, it just tastes good. Yeah, so, I'm going, Steve, should we do handguns when we want for... I mean, I will. Yeah, so we should do for 1v1. I'll gladly, because honestly, that's really easy for me. I just plug one in, plug the other in. Yeah, if you come to HTK, 1v1, bro. I got you. I'm definitely on it. That's kind of really exciting now. We'll do both. If we have that opportunity in between games or something, grab a pistol, grab a rifle, whatever the case is, 1v1. Because you're definitely calling me out right here. Passive aggressive. Dude, the 4v4 at SS was wild. It was wild. It was very interesting. That's the first time we ever played that field. Not to mention, as all going in there too. With pistols, me and Esmond we're really just kind of shifting. I'm shifting over to more pistol stuff. So that was my first pistol only tournament. It wasn't the first tournament. That was like the second tournament I played with a pistol. Still learning a lot. It's different. It's a little different down there. I liked it. There's some hella competition. I got to meet some really good people, and it's always nice to. Shout out to Speakeasy, man. Them guys are awesome. Sit there and talk to Phantom, to Roy, to Roosta. They're all solid dudes. Really enjoy their company. Really cool dudes, and they keep the party live. It was really good. It was really, really good. And shout out to Nova for that. They actually won that one. Are there any budget high kappa slides you recommend? My man, when it comes to budget stuff, there's a lot of 3D printed stuff out there. You can get more on a budget stuff when you go into 3D printing. Your average aluminum one's going to be ranging from, average would be between $100 to $130. Airsoft Masterpiece makes really good ones. Sutton's got his new poison slide. There's all kinds of slides out there. But I'd say your put good money into a good slide. Put it in there. You're not gonna want something you're gonna break. TMs, I get it. They're expensive to work on. They take a minute. Just do your homework on what's gonna work best with what. Not all parts work with say companies. Not all companies kind of mix and match like to spec. Some things are tight. Some things don't fit. And so it's kind of come down to. Put your money into your slide. It's one of your main pieces. Not only just weight, but on looks. Airsoft is 80% play, 20% looks. So there's the look aspect to it. I gave these are 130, and I don't know how easy these are to find right now. The Limcat. Battle Cats right here. Mine's a pink 4.3. I love this thing. It is super light. It is stupid light. I really enjoy it. And even I have a pretty light housing in here right now. And the heaviest thing about this that I have in there is the brass Airsoft Masterpiece hop up. And that's the heaviest kind of part of it. If that was out, it would really drop. But other than that, the slides are. It just kind of depends, man. Just some homework on stuff. 4.3 slides are going to be slightly lighter because they're slightly shorter. But like mine, I have a 4.3 with a 5.1 inner barrel in there, an adapter just kind of compensate to cover it up. But put some money into good slides, seriously. Dude, mine does too. My TM breaks it. That was a bad thing too, is go back to that 4v4 thing in SS. Mine went down twice. I actually had, let me pull this back off again. It was actually in this one, just a different nozzle and housing. That's why I put a different housing in this, just for the meantime, till my new one comes in. Why the hell am I grabbing the pin? There, on the inside of this housing, well, not this housing, but the other housing I had, the screw come off of the piston head that holds the gasket. It came off, broke my blocker, and jammed my valve and got stuck right there in the middle of a game. Lost all of my air, completely screwed me, and it happened right at the beginning of the game. So that really screwed me out of one of the main games. I think that was maybe Nova when that time happened, when we was playing them. Really sucked. Really sucked. So it like Rufus just said, it's Rufus, yeah, it was Rufus said it. It's always a bad time when TMs break. But your biggest thing that break, usually, as long as you have a good hop up, you shouldn't have to worry about it, especially these brass ones. They're not going to break. If you're breaking these, something's wrong. Something's bad wrong. But most of the times what break are nozzles and the feed rod thing on the nozzle. They're usually what break. I mean, usually, just a little feed bar on the bottom that pushes the BB in. Those tend to break the most. I mean, Garner is probably your strongest one besides like aluminum nozzles. Aluminums have their place, but definitely not for cool weather. Don't use an aluminum one outside in the cool weather. It's not gonna do you any good. It's like taking trying to play green gas out in cold weather. It's not gonna work for you. Yeah, the chat is literally like 3 minutes behind. That's what I said a minute ago. It seems. Yes. Yeah, the grip. You said the Monk grip. That's what I was saying earlier. I just sold mine, not for reasons of saying I don't like it or anything like that. I actually love these things. So whenever it stops lagging and you come back to this comment, the Monk grips. This is the bulge one with the storm regulator. These are amazing. They really are. They make a hell of a difference. This is the Gen 2, so this is the stronger one. It's really, really strong. These things can break if you're really rough on them. But yes, I would suggest these to anyone that wants to kind of convert over to one. They are awesome. Or the M adapter if you're going to go Monk and you're going to go pistol. They have the new Glock ones out. Super dope. Love them. Or the high Kappa ones. That'll fit your TM mags, or you can buy it with a TM mag. Mine's in my car, and I'm not going to run all the way out there to get it. Yeah, holy short strokes. Here, I'll go back to it again. I'll pull this back off again. I have it shorted that much for a reason. I was talking about this when this podcast originally started. I actually just ordered some new parts because I'm actually trying something. I don't know how many of y'all have ever tried one or used one, but I ordered the Edge Long Leg Short Stroke Nozzle. It's a blue one. I ordered it, and a Edge housing, and I'm going to try something a little bit different. Also, I'm going to be placing a 130 Snappy Boy by Waldo Custom spring in it, and there's 7 cows stacked right there without the washers stacked between them. You really do want to put washers in between, but with 7 of these things, it's not really, it'd give it just a little bit too much. It does come back enough to grab the BB at the moment, so with a 130 spring, and I actually going to put a 180 AIP nozzle return spring in there to ensure that the nozzle is shooting back as fast, because this... It's more of like a toying around to see how well it'll work. So that is all it's coming back. Legitly. That is just enough. I know my camera does not have autofocus, so you might be able to see in there, but it's enough just to grab the BB and come back. So if it's that short stroking, think on how well, as long as it feeds correctly, I'll tinker with it until I get to feed correctly. If I have to remove a short stroke, it's going to be the question. But think of how fast and air efficient that will be, as if I can get it to work. I'll put a video out on it in a few days when I get the parts in, and let y'all know if it's working correctly. And then I'll, point to what the parts are. On one rod, you asked how many how did I get so many buffers? It's really not that hard. This is a 4.3. 4.3s are a lot easier. Even if you have a 5.1, if you're going to short stroke it, go ahead and get a 4.3 guide plug. It'll save you a world of difference. Yeah, I could pull that back that far, and it's enough to. It didn't take much to get it out. It really didn't. And this is a fairly short guide rod. This is one of the twisted ones. Shit, I forgot the brand of what this is. But it's a twisted purple one. Kind of matches my outer barrel, and that is 7 cow shorts on there. I said with a 4.3 guide plug, it fits no problem. I mean, I can squeeze it up that much, and it's just enough to pop it in there without any issues. So, like I said, though, if you have a 5.1, go ahead and get a 4.3 plug. Yes, I realize that the 4.3 plug doesn't necessarily come to the end of the bottom of your slide. So if your 5.1 comes out a little bit more, your 4.3 is going to come, a little over halfway through it, depending on your slide style. But so, and also with that, I trimmed the nub. So there's a little nub on top of the slide pin right here, and you can just shave it off. So I don't even have to rack my slide back. I can keep my slide right there and push it in, and it holds, because there's actually a plunger right behind it that actually holds that pin in. The slide doesn't hold the pin whatsoever. So it's kind of just makes things a little bit easier to do. So yeah, that's not much at all though. No, most that one weird bowl in the dishwasher that smells. I love the name of that. Um, technically, when it comes to high kappas, they're really like what you would call hybrids. So that you can run green gas, CO2, and HPA. As long as you're not like way up there with your PSI, you're not going to hurt anything. But with anything, I mean, these TMs, they break. I mean, they do. Parts can go bad, but 80% of the time, in my opinion, I think it's your nozzle that's going to go bad more than anything. And a good Gardner nozzle, they're very strong. Gardner nozzles with TM internals put in there. I don't have TM internals in this. I have this AIP nozzle inside of this, but I actually have cow valve, aluminum valve and blocker inside of my nozzle, which is on the channel. So I mean, later after this podcast, you can go back and watch it, and I'll show you details of what's in it and where to get them. I just answered. See it again. Jaden Savage asked, "How did I get that?" Like I said, I trimmed the top off it. See, I got it out and never had to move the slide. That's what you're gonna want to do when you have that many short strokes. And I got that nozzle coming that's designed for 6 or more short strokes. These pins, I know my there's like no autofocus, but on these pins, there's normally a little notch right here on top that goes in your spot right here, somewhere right there, that one. So when you rack it back, but see, I can't get to it. So when you rack it back, you normally have that notch to put it in, but that notch is irrelevant. Like it's pointless. It's not even what's holding the pin. The plunger is holding the pin. So when you remove that, you can just push it in there with, well, not with mag in. It never works with a mag. Push the pin in, and that's how you get away with having that many short strokes. How many short strokes do you prefer? Honestly, I think 4 is enough. I'm just trying something a little different. because I've never had the long leg short stroke edge nozzle before. So I'm trying. This is kind of in preparation for the parts that'll be in a couple days. So if it works, fine, and I'm able to shoot consistently and pick up every BB, not miss speed, nothing like that. I mean, I'm gonna do a video on it, and if it works, I think it'd be great, because the speed of how fast you're getting a rack, teamed up with a really, you know, a more or less just keep your stock hammer spring to keep it just a really light trigger pull, and then a cow Trident sear spring, really keeps that loose. You know, you don't want a heavy trigger. If you're trying to shoot fast, you want a really light trigger, really light trigger pull. And I have mine set to, I have the edge trigger in here, so these have the adjustable screw in them, and mine's a little top pull. If I pull on the bottom, I can't get it to fire. I pull top, legitly. Well, I gotta hold the safety. Pull the top, but it will not do it on the bottom. I have that screw set just right. Pull it more top, set. So as soon as it fires, that's all it's got. There's no more dead draw to it. So you can just immediately just shoot really fast and get a faster cycle rate. Hypothetically, if this thing works. I forgot. I can tell you where I got what that twisted. I forgot. I really did. My big Garner. Hold on. I'll tell you in just a second. Edge. It's an edge. This is where I hear. This one right here. Bring in different colors. So yeah. So this is one for the 4.3. Really short. So and I have the purple one. I really like them. I like them a lot. That's it, man. Just shave that off there, any outlaws. Legitly, just shave that little pin off. I promise you, man, it's not going to hurt anything. Just shave that top off where you see the little nub that comes up. Shave that down or file it down, however you want to phrase that. And you're good to go. As long as your plunger thing's in there. But you would know if it wasn't, because your pin would then fill out. And anybody, if anyone y'all asks you, I'm sure y'all know what that is, but that's a TLR without a logo on it. So I actually have the green, and I have a clear one as well for it. So I threw my color way off for a second. That looks really good though. This is stock hammer though. That's still stock, and this is a 5.1 frame. 5.1 frame with a 4.3 slide on it. I like it a lot. And this is actually not even the right. This isn't even a TM grip. This is actually off of EMG or something like that. Basically the same one that's on the Combat Master. That's what this mag wheel is. And it's slightly loose. You can hear that. Slightly loose, but it doesn't bother me none. I wasn't a big fan of mag wheels. I don't like really big ones, but this one's actually fairly small. So, it's not bad.